Mm, 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 mm. All right. Hey, y'all. Happy New Year. Happy 2024. So we're on three platforms right now, okay? And I know that there might be a delay, but we are on TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube right now. And it's been literally years since I've gone live. So y'all bear with me so I can get used to the live, okay? If you can see me, then just comment below and say hello. We're gonna jump into it. I'm gonna give it an opportunity to kind of catch up. Okay. And I know that we're doing these trainings early. Again, Happy New Year, everyone. It is 2024. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. We're gonna get started shortly. Give y'all opportunity to get on. Ooh, I gotta drink my tea, y'all. Hey, if you can see me, please comment so I can let you see me. We're going to get into like your 24 foundational steps. We're going to hop into that. It's actually been years, y'all, since I gone live. So bear with me, okay? Bear with me. Currently live on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, okay? So you can get on any of those platforms. Aw, hey Shanika, good morning. I know I had to take some time off. I took a few years off and focused on my family. Um, and so, I have a heart to serve. So I was like, let me get on back out here and put some good information out here. But it's so good to see you, Shanika. Y'all, Shanika and I go back, man. She one of the day ones. Thank you so much, you and your husband, for supporting us when we first got started. One of our day ones. I never forget it. Thank you so much, Shanika. And Happy New Year, too. So we're going to jump, y'all, right on into the training. Mm, mm, mm. And just to introduce myself, my name is Darby Dorlia. Hey, TikTok, what's up, y'all? If you have a business, we're going to be discussing like the proper steps to get your business in order. For those of you who are watching here, I'm going to try to address both platforms at one time. If you want to see an actual presentation, though, you're going to have to tap into again YouTube or Facebook for the presentation because we coming with some slides. Okay, this is going to be a class, and I will do these as often as I'm led to do them. So we're streaming on all of these platforms. Again, share and tag other entrepreneurs. If you're catching the replay, thanks for tuning in. All right. And I'm currently live streaming. It is 7:05 where I am. Okay. That's Central Time. And it's 8:05 a.m. Central Time. I'm at Eastern Time. Okay. So y'all can know that I'm streaming live. And this is not a pre-recorded live stream. This is really live. So if you have questions or anything, you can ask them on the live, and I will try my best to catch TikTok your questions and also here on Facebook and YouTube. Okay, so hey Jay, yeah, we're back. Classes in session. Good seeing you, Jay. So literally, we're gonna for those of you who have businesses, okay, who want to start businesses, who desire to start businesses, who already have businesses, but you need to know the proper steps so your business can thrive in 2024. So this is for individuals who are at the start phase of your business. You're looking to start your business. You're in the growth phase of your business, and then you're looking to scale your business. Now, the way that these streams are going to work, this information, these first couple of lives are going to be very basic. Okay, we're going to cover the basics because anybody who's ever worked with me knows, or my team understands, that we always cover and go over the basics. So have your notebooks, have your notepads ready, because we are going to get into the foundational steps of your business. All right. And I'm going to express why I'm doing these as we get into the session, because I understand the importance of one, adding value in the marketplace, and also two, I do see a lot of misinformation out here. So I do want to set the record straight, so that way you all know, like, okay, these are like real steps that you can actually apply in your business. Is that good? If you can hear me clearly, just type, comment, and say, I can hear you. Okay. If you're on TikTok and you want to see the live stream, but you want to see the notes and the slides and the presentation I'm going to share, then you can tap in on YouTube, and you can also tap in on Facebook, at Darby Dorlia on all platforms. Okay. So we're going to start at about 7:10. Give you all enough time to get your notebooks together. Of course, if you are watching the replay, then just comment replay. And if you're watching this live, comment your business name. Okay. Tell us your business name. And also tell me what you do, because I want to get to know you guys and women. I want to get to know all of you. I'm gonna drink some tea so I won't sound like I have a frog in my throat too. Okay. Okay, let me know if you all can see the slides. If you can, just comment, I can see, just so I can know that you all see the slides. Again, TikTok, if you're on TikTok, then you want to see the slides, then tune into the live stream or just catch the live stream once it's uploaded to YouTube so you can actually see the slides, okay? And just comment, I can see, or just let me know so I can know, because we're live and where I am, we have a storm going on. So I just want to make sure that you all can see the information. And it might be a little delay. So if I seem delayed, I'm going to get started shortly, but I just want to give people time to catch into the live, get your notepads, get your notebooks. We're going to talk about your business and getting your business in order. We're going to go over some very foundational things. So if you have any questions, just post them in here. We're only going to be on here for about 30 to 45 minutes. All right. Okay, great. Jay said you can see. Okay. Again, TikTok, you can catch the slides on YouTube. You can catch the replay on YouTube, at Darby Dorlia. All right. So we're going to go ahead and jump right on into it. And first, I want to introduce myself and what we're doing. Good morning, Elsa. The things that I want to um, teach in the marketplace, and I want to introduce to you all BCA Culture. Many of you might know who we are, and some of you might not know who we are. So first, I am going to explain to you who we are as BCA Culture, and then we're going to jump into the information, okay? And I feel like it's necessary to do this because there are so many people in the marketplace, and I just want to make sure that you all know where we stand in the marketplace and what we represent and what we're all about. Okay, so if y'all are ready to get started, drop some money bags or say, let's get started. Because I want to make sure that we're actively engaged throughout this. And it's 17. Hey, Nikita. What's up, Nikita Beta? That's Nikita Beta, y'all. Nikita B. She is a part of BCA Culture. Absolutely love her. She's our vice president of client success. And so just super, super, super dope female and business owner and doing her thing. So, hey, Nikita, good morning. So, y'all, make sure, just let me know. I know there's a little delay, but just say, hey, I can see you. I can hear you. Okay, I see the money bags dropping. Okay, great. All righty. Okay, just making sure I'm getting back to this live thing, okay? So here we are. We're going to jump right on into it. Here at BCA Culture, our whole platform is built on education, okay? Many years ago, I started on doing Facebook Lives, teaching business owners literally how to set up your businesses, be structured, and also make sure that you're ready for funding, okay? But bigger than funding, I know that might sound awkward coming from me, but bigger than funding, it's about really making sure that your business is ready to do business and be profitable, okay? So, hey, Jimmy, good morning. So the big thing is making sure that you're ready to roll and get started in your business. So we're going to be talking about the 24 foundational steps to start. Okay, this is for business startups. So if you're asking, oh, do I need to watch this? Yes. If you're starting your business, yes. These are steps to grow. If you currently have your business and you already think that you've done these steps, okay, and you feel like, oh, I don't need to check these. Yes, you do. You need to check these every single year. These are 24 foundational steps, okay? And if you're in the position where you're looking to scale your business, all right, then you definitely want to just check and make sure you got these foundational steps in place. Normally, when I teach these in a private class, it takes about 3 to 4 hours on average. This is normally we have our 5 day challenge. It's normally like probably like a day and a half of that challenge, just because these foundational steps are very important. Okay, super super important. And I'm going to jump into why I'm doing this and why I'm doing the lives. One, so you're not holding your wallets or anything, all right? Not holding your purse, all right? I am not going to ask you guys for anything, okay? We have been extremely blessed at BCA Culture, and it's in large part to our customer base and our partnerships. So I am giving you all this information just because I felt led to do this. And also, we've been planning to do this for the past like 6 months for me to start going live again. Okay. So, one, I don't want you to be nervous. I'm not going to pitch you on selling or you joining a 5 day challenge. I'm not going to pitch you on um, buying any products or anything. The only thing that I am going to ask you though is that you share this video and you share this information and you tag 3 entrepreneurs who you know this information will be valuable to. Okay, that's what I am going to ask you to do. And I am going to ask you that if you find this information valuable, then go to bcaculture.com and set up a free account. That's what I'm going to ask you. Simple, okay? Because when you set up that account, you're going to receive email updates, you're going to get information, and we really want to inject into the marketplace real valuable business information, news, and updates, and things like that. So that's it, all right? So there's no pitch at the end of this. I'm not doing a private class. This is the class, all right? So make sure you got your notebooks and make sure that you share this with other entrepreneurs. Also, these classes are going to be about 30 to 45 minutes, okay? Because my son is asleep and I'm trying to get as much done. Y'all know mommies trying to get as much done while he's asleep before he wakes up and takes over the day, okay? So I'm going to try to get as much information in as possible. Also, I'm going to tell you right now, this is going to be 3 days. I'm going to tell you right now, okay? It's going to be 3 days. And also drop your question and answers in the chat. I don't know if I'm going to be able to cover all 24 steps on today. All right, so let's get started. You ready to get started? Let's get started. All right, so first of all, let me just set the preface who BCA Culture is and what our mission and vision is. We are a fintech company. We're based in Atlanta, Georgia. We also just recently opened up another location in Memphis, Tennessee, actually Germantown, Cordova area, but most people recognize Memphis. We are serving as a resource. We're focused on improving access to capital, which is funding, various types of funding, okay, you guys, for small to mid-sized markets. And we serve rural and urban markets in the United States of America. So we can cater and serve many businesses, okay? Our vision is literally to empower individuals and organizations worldwide through software technology, creating financial equity and opportunities for all. And our mission, our mission is to design, develop and deploy innovative software solutions that enable access to financial solutions for every person or organization in the world, regardless of your socioeconomic background, by leveraging technology to break down barriers and create equitable opportunities. Okay, so we say all of that to say that we're literally we are a technology company and we have a human team that has excellent experience and knowledge in business, and we've combined both of those worlds, and now we want to get it out to as many people as possible. The information, we want to deploy the information out to as many individual business owners as possible. Oh, I see Memphis in the house. Yeah, so we literally opened up an office location out here in Memphis last October. All right, so where our headquarters is in Atlanta, so ATL, and we've expanded another location into the Memphis, Tennessee area, particularly in Germantown, Cordova area. All right. So let's get started, just so you can know who BCA Culture is and what we've done. All right. We have worked with over 7,000 businesses, from small to mid-sized business owners, even corporations and enterprises at a corporate level. And to date, we've secured over $217 million collectively for all of the businesses that we've worked with and our partners. Okay. Our initiative, here is why I'm doing this live video and sharing this information with you all. Shout out TikTok, what's up? So the reason why we're doing this is because we have an initiative. It's called 3 and 5. I want you to comment 3 and 5. 3 and 5. That is to be a bridge, as Nikita would say, for small business owners to get $3 billion over the next 5 years. Okay. We also have worked with the U.S. Chamber of Commerce. That's a branch of the United States government. We were invited to work with them and also fulfill some contract responsibilities with the U.S. Chamber of Commerce, and we were a part of their top project. We received nomination awards for being like the best company in Atlanta, Black Enterprise, top tech company from Black Enterprise. We also just recently here in 2023, we've been more behind the scenes a lot, but we also just won an award for best software company in Atlanta. And we've also been featured in multiple outlets for transforming small businesses. So just to give you all a background on BCA Culture. And again, I could not do this without a powerful team. All right. Our team here collectively has over 100 years in information technology, in training, business development, and our team is very well connected. I don't say that to brag. I say that just to let you all know that you're not getting information today from just some pop-up company. We've been an industry leader behind the scenes, and we have very integral partnerships that we've been cultivating and working with. And so as a result of that, we want to make sure that we're getting the information out to business owners who are looking to really set your business up the right way. Okay. Oh, and let me acknowledge our team. All right. We have myself and Adam. He's our CTO, and also he's a co-founder here on the software technology side. We have Ms. Nazarene. She's our Chief Operating Officer. We have Michael. He's our Chief Revenue Officer. Nikita, what we just shouted out, she's our Vice President of Coaching and Client Success. Mr. Mike is the VP of New Business Development, and Chris is our Vice President of Emerging Markets. Okay, so all of us collectively have built something wonderful here. Now, this is the award that I was just sharing with you, and our focus. We are looking. Okay, we partner with business consultants. We have partnered with banks, or we're partnered with banks, I should say, and CDFIs, there's the community financial institutions. We partner with business thought leaders and business owners who utilize our software, right, to be able to scale and profit your business so you can be able to serve more business clients. That is our target market. When we first got started in BCA Culture, we were really focused on the small business entrepreneur, and we still are. However, we're doing it through large organizations who white label our technology and who utilize our software. So I say this to say that if you are a business consultant, right, and if you are a vice president of a bank and you're looking to be able to partner for the Community Reinvestment Act, for the CRA credits, reach out to us on bcaculture.com and complete a partnership form, and let's discuss how we can impact the small business owners in your area. Okay. And that is what we're looking to do. We're looking to increase impact. So let's get right on into it. All right. If you're watching live, which you are, okay, I want you to comment 24 keys. 24 keys so we can jump right on into this training. I know there's a little delay, so I'm gonna give y'all a minute, but comment 24 keys so I can know that you're with me. And so I know that we can jump right on into it. 24 keys. All right, I see y'all out there in TikTok. I see you on Facebook, and I see you on YouTube. All right, so let's jump right on into it. So, key number one, we're gonna make this super simple, y'all. Like super simple. These are the steps for when you start your business, y'all. And let me just say this too. Let me put out a legal disclaimer because I can hear our attorney now. Okay, here's our legal disclaimer. All right, on record. This information is for educational purposes only. Please consult with your financial advisor. Please consult with your CPAs. Please consult with your legal team in reference to all of the steps that you need to take for your business. We understand and we know firsthand that not all businesses are the same. You have varying degrees of knowledge, information, and you have different levels that you are in your business. I'm just summarizing it up. Okay. So just make sure that you don't take this as the Holy Grail. However, I am saying that these are the steps that we have used with over 7,000 businesses, like a science, to help them secure funding and various types of funding. Okay. Not only like just business lines of credit, but a lot of types of funding. Okay. From business lines of credit, term loans, contracts, state, local, federal contracts, to investors. So I'm talking about diverse forms of funding, okay, that can help you expand your business so you can become profitable. All right. So number one, here's number one. So now that we got that synopsis of the legal disclaimer out of the way, okay. Number one, choose your entity type. All right. There are about 5 main entity types. Number one, a limited liability company. You have corporations. You have nonprofit organizations. You have B corporations, B as in Bob. Okay. You have B corporations. You have S corporations. You have C corporations. You have partnerships. Okay. And we can deep dive into those in a later discussion, but I'm going over a general discussion and we're going to deep dive each, however often I go live to break these things down. Okay. If you're not familiar with an entity, that literally just means it is a separate person. Legally, it's a separate person than you. Okay, as long as you're structured right. And we're going to talk about making sure that your structure is right. So, number one is choose your entity type. You could choose your entity type based upon what strikes you. There are pros and cons to everything. Okay, there are pros and cons to everything. You want to be able to look at your entity types, LLC, look at the pros and cons, and decide what works best for your industry. Some general rule of thumbs. There are certain entity types that work best especially if you're going for like certain types of funding. Okay. And again, I will deep dive into those, but due to limited time, that's number one. So number one is choose your entity type. Also, you do not want to be a sole proprietor. Sole proprietor is you're doing business as yourself. Are you understanding what I'm saying? All right. That means that you're doing business as yourself under your name. You're commingling all of your funds together. You want to make sure that you have a separate legal entity. Okay. You want to have a separate legal entity than you so you can properly transact and do business. Okay. So your entity types, again, you have LLC, you have a corporation, you have nonprofit organization, you have B corporations, as in Bob, B corporations, you have C corporations, you have S corporations, you have partnerships. Okay. So those are the different types of entities. And if I forgot any, y'all just let me know. But those are the different types of entities. Number one, you want to choose your entity type. And the key takeaway from this is that you want it to be separate from you and your identity. Okay. You want it to be separate from you as a person. You want your entity to be able to stand on its own. All right. Number two, you want to choose your company name. All right, this is key. You can have an idea for a company name, but if the company name is already taken, scratch it. All right. You want to choose a unique company name. And here are some basic uh, searches that we do that I'm going to share with you on choosing your company name. Let's say that you have an idea for a company, a popular name is Acme, ACME, right? For a company name. Okay. Well, type that in on Google. If you see a lot of businesses that are named Acme, then don't go that route per se. Okay. And again, this is loose advice, but I would suggest that you get a name that's unique because in the future, you don't want your brand or your name to be confused with other brands. And this is very important too when you start applying for different funding opportunities or you're looking at different investments. You want to create a unique brand. Okay. Some of the searches that you want to do, you want to do a Google search, just type in company name ideas. Okay. You want to go and do a URL search. Whomever you get your domain names from, you want to go in and type and see if that domain, if your company name as a domain name is already taken. So again, for example, BCA Culture, right? If BCA Culture's name was already taken, we would not have selected that name. Okay. And so with that, we did our URL search. We checked the USPTO, the Patent and Trademark Office. Okay. That's uspto.gov. Go there and do a trademark search. Okay. Make sure that your name is not taken already as a trademark. That's key. Okay. Go through, if you have the opportunity, research at your local Secretary of State. Make sure that the business name that you have in mind is not already acquired or taken by another business. And also make sure that that company has not dissolved. If there's like a name out there that you want, but it's dissolved, I would highly suggest choose another name, okay? Also, in your company name, make sure that you stay away from high risk industry names, okay? Such as real estate, such as entertainment, such as restaurant. I know it's like tempting to like put those descriptors in there. However, there are high risk industries that you do not want to have attached to your name because then you might have lower chances of optimizing any type of funding opportunities that might come your way. All right. And so those are just some generic name searches that you can do for your business. Okay. To just make sure that you have a unique company name and it's also not taken by another business or or that you won't have to purchase it from another business. So those are just some basic searches that you can do. Everyone following along, just say I got it. Okay. Number three, when you are getting your business in order, okay, and when you're getting your foundational steps together, I want to say you want to determine your business purpose. This is very key because it's going to keep you going. And these particular steps are the way that we share with entrepreneurs who work with us. These are the steps that we go in. So we've already had the 24 steps before 2024 came in. So this isn't a marketing ploy, right? We've been had the 24 steps, okay? However, when you are going about your business, you want to determine your purpose, you want to determine your mission, your vision, and your tagline. All right. So, like I share with you all what BCA Culture's mission and vision is to use technology to impact the world and create financial equity for all, right? And create financial opportunities for all businesses, right? Okay, right. Shanika, let it be known now. Let it tell the people now. She said, tried and true steps. Okay. Um, you want to make sure that you understand a clear vision. And again, y'all, this is basic 101. Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant were great because they understood the basics. And I cannot say how many times we work with businesses who've been in business for years, but missing key foundational steps that can impact them in the long run. Okay. So we're just talking on the business side. Make sure that you understand your purpose because that's going to keep you going, and understanding your why. That's going to keep you going. Okay. Even when you have your great months and when you have your not so great months, your purpose is going to keep you going. Your mission and your vision and having a tagline that's catchy, right? But that also describes your mission. Those are the things that you want to be able to do, so you can clearly display who you are as a business owner. All right. Here is the fourth step. You want to make sure that you select a physical or a virtual office address. All right. Now, since COVID, okay, there was before COVID funding and then there's after COVID funding, right? So now, since we have endured a pandemic and we technically still are in the pandemic, okay, um, you want to make sure that you use an address that is public friendly so that if someone Googles your address, okay, make sure that you're choosing an address that's for the public, okay? And that is for, and I say that so that way you can be like well aware of when you use your address for your business, this address is going to be public record. So whatever you put out there for the public, make sure that you are okay with putting that information out there. Okay. So literally, if you use your home address, okay, I know people that use their home addresses and gotten funded. I mean, and I'm talking about six figures in funding. Okay. They've used their home address, but because they had everything structured right, they were able to do it and they feel comfortable with doing that. Okay. However, I know there's others who you don't want to use your your address. So you have to have your address at a physical location. That's number one. You want it to be at a physical location. And with the way the software technology is advanced, because we know you want to make sure that your address passed the scans that underwriters do. We have access to the scanning system where we can scan your address and see if it is a residential or if it's a business address. Like we can see that off bat. Okay. But you want to have a physical location. You can use virtual office addresses as well, especially when you're first getting started. We work with several business owners who've done that. So don't feel like, oh my gosh, because I get started with virtual address, I'm not going to be able to grow my business or pursue my business goals. No, you can have a virtual office address as long as it's at a physical location. Catch that. You can have a virtual business address as long as it's at a physical location. I feel like a tongue twist. Okay. So make sure that it's at a physical location. No UPS store addresses, no PO box addresses. Even if you get the street address, hear what I'm saying. No, 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 no. Okay. Do not do that. All right. You follow me? No UPS, no mailbox address. That's what we call the mailbox addresses only. No to those. There are companies out there, Regis, iPostal One. We have a whole list in our BCA culture site. You can literally go and get addresses, pay $19, $20 a month if you're just starting out, okay? And utilize and leverage those spaces. They're at physical locations, okay? And also they will pass the scans that underwriters do, that investors also research as well, and that we can pull up as well to see, okay, are you at a physical location or are you at a virtual office, or is this no address at all? This does not exist at all, right? So you want to have a physical location. Physical location means somebody can knock on a door and actually see your business. I know this might sound basic, but you will be amazed how many people who do not have physical locations. Even if you have a virtual office address, you still want to have a physical location for that office address. Okay. All right. So now that we've gotten to this point, now when you've done your research, okay, you want to make sure that you solidify your company name. All right. You want to solidify your company name. Again, stay away from high risk industries. Real estate is a high risk industry. Entertainment is a high risk industry. Ooh, I'm getting hot, y'all. Um, um, Music, using that, gambling, all of those are like high risk industries. Okay. And there's a whole list of high risk industries. E-commerce is considered high risk as well. Although there are a lot of e-commerce stores, e-commerce is considered high risk. Credit is considered high risk. Funding, if you have funding in your name, that's considered high risk. So you want to make sure that you stay away from high risk names that are intertwined in your company name. Like I wouldn't say Darby's funding company, right? I wouldn't say Paula's entertainment, right? So you want to stay away from those high risk names. Okay. You want to stay away from those when you're choosing your company name. So when you've done your research that we talked about previously, okay, you've done your research, then you will be able to go back and incorporate that in step 5. Okay. I feel like I skipped a step, y'all. Hold on. I think I skipped a step, but I'll come back and get it to y'all. So once you do that, then you want to research, draft, and file your business articles. Okay. You want to research, draft, and file your business articles. Hold on, I'm about to look this up because y'all, it's gonna be on my mind. Bear with me just 1 second. Okay. That was important. All right. I knew it was something. All right. So for number 5, y'all, when we talked about choose your company name, that's step number 2. Okay. Number 5 is get a dedicated business phone number. Okay. Let me see if I can change it really quick. It's get a dedicated business phone number. I told y'all we're truly live. So number 5 is get a dedicated business phone number. Correct these. All right, I'm gonna take it down and then I'm gonna add it back because it's important that y'all get these steps. And it's probably gonna take it a little minute. Just bear with me. All right. Now we're back in the kitchen cook with some hot grease, okay? So see, when you've done these steps long enough, I'm like, something's missing. We just talked about choose your company name. Okay, we went over number 3, number 4, number 5, number 5, here we are. Get a dedicated business phone number, okay? Get a phone number that's dedicated to your business, all right? And there are people who use dedicated, like separate cell phone lines for your business, okay? Just make sure that you answer your business phone because this will be the phone number that you put out to the public, as well as make sure that you um, have a professional voicemail. That's key, right? You don't want to have your business phone number out here and it links up to your personal line. You want to have a separate phone number. You want to stay away from like Google Voice and stuff because those are viewed a certain way. And so you want to have like real phone numbers. You can use a virtual phone number that forwards to your cell phone. Like there's companies out there called Talk to Me, TOK, TUMI. They're virtual phone number service providers that can forward like the phone, they can forward the phone number to your direct cell phone. Are y'all following me? So you want to get a dedicated business phone number. This will be the phone number that is put on all like public applications, and it's also going to be put on all of like your social media, your website. This phone number is going to be put everywhere, so that way you are open for business. Your phone number opens you up for business, and also it shows that you're active in business. And so answer your phone number and have a professional voicemail for your phone number. All right. Make sure that you have a professional voicemail for your phone number. And also to be able to see these steps even the more, you can create a free account on bcaculture.com and actually log in and access our software, and you can go through the steps yourself. Okay. So you want to get a dedicated business phone number. This is so key. I've seen people literally apply for things, and because they didn't answer their phone, they got denied. I have seen that, y'all. I have literally seen that. We've seen some interesting things. So I say this to say, get a dedicated phone number, have a professional voicemail, okay? And then make sure that you answer your phone, okay? Because people, they're going to extend money to you in any capacity. They want to know that you're going to answer your phone. Okay. Also, you can research, draft, and file your business articles. Okay. These are normally done when you're applying with the Secretary of State in your state. I think it's always great to research your business articles. I think it's just always good to do that. Most states automatically produce your articles when you file your business, your entity, okay, your LLC, your incorporation, or your nonprofit, your partnerships. The state will, many states, I have to be careful, many states will file your business articles. All right. However, I think it's good for you to know exactly what business articles are and draft your business articles as well for your records. You will have your articles, like if you're setting up a corporation, you'll have your articles of incorporation. Those are through the state. If you're setting up an LLC, then you'll have your articles of organization. Okay. Also, at this step, I also would say that as businesses, you want to make sure that you have your company like operating agreements in place, especially if you're an LLC, and then your corporation, you want to have like your bylaws. You want to have those items in place as well, because in the long run, those will be able to greatly help you. Okay. So if you're still with me, comment, I'm still with you. I know some of you are taking notes, many of you are taking notes, but these are important steps, okay? And the reason we're going in these steps is because once we get to step 8, you're gonna see it's gonna bring it all together, right? We go in these steps so you can be efficient, so you're not like having to go back and change documentation. Because once y'all enter your information into the databases for your businesses, once you update your information in databases in your businesses, then it's locked in those businesses. Like it's locked in. So when like companies, technology companies are researching, underwriters are researching, investors are researching, business grant opportunities, when they're researching your business, they can access these databases, and your information is, you want it to be consistent. You don't want to have 4 or 5 phone lines. You don't want to have, inconsistency with like your contact information. You want to be consistent across the board. Okay. So you want to obtain your EIN, that's your employer identification number. The EIN to a business is like a social security number to us as individuals. Following? So your EIN number gives you the ability to pretty much identify your business. That is what we call a unique data identifier. Okay, unique data identifier. That's your EIN, and that links up with your business. The reason why this is important is because you want to make sure that your EIN matches the name of your business. Exactly. You want your EIN to match your business name exactly. Okay? If your business is named Be About It LLC, when you file for your EIN, which is absolutely free, you can go irs.gov. You can go there and literally file and obtain your EIN from the IRS. Again, consult with your tax advisors, consult with any financial advisors. However, you can go and obtain your EIN. You want to make sure by this time, when we're talking about, and this is why we put it in this order, when you're researching, drafting, and filing your business articles, a huge part of your business articles is determining roles in your company. It's determining who's a part of your company when you're looking at your business articles. It's talking about your physical office location, your physical address on your business articles, right? These are the items that you're going to need when you go apply for your EIN. So every step stacks upon the next step. So you won't have to go back and be like, oh man, I need to go back and change this or change that. Okay. We want you to be prepared or update your business so you're on point. Comment below and say on point. Okay. On point. So you want to research, draft, and file your business articles. If you're watching through TikTok, okay, I'm also live streaming with slides on YouTube and Facebook at Darby Dorleia, okay, and that's at DARBIDORLEIA. Okay, and obtaining your EIN is absolutely free from the IRS. And then last but not least, you want to open a business bank account. For many people, you're not in business no matter when you file your articles. Many people, especially mentors and lenders, underwriters that I've talked to, many people do not believe that you have officially started business until you get a business bank account, not a Cash App, okay? Hey, I love me some Cash App now. But when you're doing business, and Cash App even has where your business can receive money. But make sure that you have a place to collectively put your money for your business so you can track and keep up with what's coming in and what's going out. This is key when you start getting into accounting. This is key when you start getting into funding. This is key when you start talking about your profit loss statements, your income statements, your balance sheets, all of the financial statements that we'll, go over as well. This is key. That bank account keeps track. Okay. The bank account keeps track of what you have going on and what's coming in and what's going out so you can properly account for it. All right. So you want to open a business bank account. Whomever you decide to open up a business bank account with, that's your preference. Okay. I always like to open up a business bank account with credit unions first. And then go to the big banks because credit unions are small business friendly. All right. And of course, research for your own bank. I'm not going to do the research for you. I'm going to tell you and give you insight and instructions. But this year in 2024, you got to be about it for yourself. Okay. This year, I'm making a commitment to share business knowledge with you. But what you do with it, that's your business. Okay. Here at BCA Culture, we work with business consultants, banks, CDFIs, business thought leaders who want to license and use our software to grow and expand your business for profit. Okay, and increase your profits. So that's who we focus on. For those of you who are small business owners, I'm doing this. My team, we're doing this so that way you can get ready for what's getting ready to come down the pipe. Okay, so you're ready for what's getting ready to come down the pipe. And I wanted to create these slides. I wanted these slides to be simple, not with a lot of information. Okay, because these are key steps. And then last but not least, all right, I knew this was going to be a 3-part series because we can go on. There's so many things we can deep dive alone into each one of these topics. Choose your business entity type. We can go into the pros and cons of each one, and that'll be a 2-hour session within itself, just 2-3 hours, just within itself. We can go into breaking down choosing your company name. So again, y'all, this is an overview for those who are like, oh, but don't forget this and don't forget that. Listen, I understand this is a general overview. However, these are some key highlights that I mentioned that you can do today that your business will still be able to be profitable. Your business can still attract investors. Your business can still secure business grants and federal and state and local contracts when you go and follow these steps. Okay. If you're someone who does not have a budget, okay, there's no excuse. If you've been praying, I need to know exactly what to do, I ain't got no money, stop saying that, first of all, right? And here's what you can do. Here's 8 simple steps that you can do. of the 24. And then we're going to go live again and go over the next 24 because it's about economic empowerment. And the more that you're prepared, the more that you can hedge yourself and mitigate any risks that are coming down in the future, any financial risk that are coming down. Okay. Again, there are advanced tactics that you can use: trust, insurance policies, banks, you can lend to yourself, all these things. I am focused on, and me and my team are in the segment of businesses and technology. Okay. Okay. So share this video with business owners, entrepreneurs, SVPs of banks, CDFIs. Share this presentation with business thought leaders who can utilize these 8 steps. And for those of you who are watching live and you already have your business set up, just go back and just check and make sure that line upon line, precept upon precept, everything matches up and lines up. This is a basic training. Okay. We got to get the basics together. So when we start going into the advanced training, you can keep up. All right. So number one, choose your business entity type. Number two, choose your company name. Go back and review. At this time, post your questions because I believe there's a delay. And I do want to make sure that I honor the time that we're on here for like an hour or so. Number three, you want to determine your business tagline and your purpose for your business. Number four, select your physical virtual office address. Make sure it's at a physical location. Number five, get a dedicated business phone number. Okay. Make sure that phone number has a professional voicemail. A professional voicemail entails you stating, "Hi, this is your company name." Okay. "Thank you for calling." State your office hours in your voicemail. Y'all, I mean, it's the details, right? It's the details. State your office hours in your voicemail. State when people can expect return phone calls, but so a professional voicemail. Okay. Number six, you want to research. You want to research for yourself so you're knowledgeable about business articles. Okay. You can draft, there's business article templates. However, most likely when you go through the Secretary of State or your registered agent goes to the Secretary of State, there are already business articles that are pretty much preset in place, right? That will have like the officers, the physical office address, your roles. Those are parts of the business articles. I think it's just great to research so you're knowledgeable about what business articles are for. You will need your business articles when you go open up your business bank account in step 8. And you also need in step 7 your EIN number, right? To open up your business bank account as well. Okay. So, are there any questions before we conclude this particular live? And also, comment below if there is anything that you learned from this live. Okay. And then also tag 3 business owners as well. Okay. So we just want to make sure that you are getting the proper information and that it is digestible for you to actually go do. So by the time we have our next live training session, then you will have these steps done. Okay. So then we can get into the next phase, which is your company identity. We're going to talk about branding. Okay. So you want to start getting into your company identity, your online presence. All right. So we're going to go ahead and conclude. I don't see any questions. All right. Are credit unions better than traditional banks? All right. That, I think that that's going to be up to you. I always say research. I prefer credit unions because they have a better culture. for when you are looking, if you're going like the business funding route, if you're looking to get funding, then I believe they have a better culture to literally um, assist you, and you can grow with those credit unions as well. But banks are useful as well. It just depends also too on what stage you are in your business. So that, like, this question is very an open-ended question. I don't want to sound like I'm not giving you a direct answer, but it's going to depend on where you're at. Because if you're a startup, I think it's great to go with credit unions. And there are large established banks that are also small business worthy, right? But I think it's good to have, I have this term like date the banks, right? You want to date the banks. You want to have multiple opportunities. I agree, like Shanika saying, she's like, I use both, so it depends on the stage of business that you're in. It's no right or wrong way. It's just, who do you want to do business with, and who can serve your business, okay, and give you the what you need. So that's a great question. And that's one of the, probably a common question, like, are banks better, are credit unions better? It's all up to you and where you are in your stage of business. It's really relationships. Really, it's really about relationships. So wherever you go, make sure that you establish a relationship with that vice president in that bank. Make sure you establish a relationship with those underwriters in that bank. Okay, so it's about relationships. So I hope to answer your question, Jay. Shanique says, I found that starting them both at the same time gets the age of the count. Yes, ma'am. So y'all, Shanika, she's definitely a student of BCA culture and a successful business owner in her own right. And she's absolutely right talking about that age of banks. Okay. So y'all, there's so much stuff that we have to cover, so much information that I want to be able to share. And we're not doing any gatekeeping or anything like that. Again, here at BCA Culture, we've been extremely blessed. And that is in large part due to our customers and the people that we work with and our partnerships. And so now our focus is literally on empowering the small business owners and mid-sized business owners. And our focus is on providing our software to business consultants, business thought leaders. So go to our website, bcaculture.com. If you fit any of those parameters and we can do business together with our licensing of our software, white label or co-branding, then we would love to do business with you and partner together so we can empower the world. Okay. So I don't see any other questions. Let me check on. All right, now, business house cleaning. Make sure there's no questions on TikTok, y'all. Hold on. Okay. All right. So I am not going to say how often we're going to be going live. All right. Because I don't want to make that commitment and say, yes, we're going live every week. I'm going to go live as related. I know we're definitely going to have another live consecutively for the first couple of weeks because I want to make sure that you all have the quality of the content. Okay. All right. And then Jay said, what app or thing can we get to process payroll and taxes? See, Jay, you just gonna jump right on to the accounting portion, right? So there are different payroll. Let me just say this. When you go set up your bank, right? When you go set up your business bank account, they're gonna offer you opportunities for accounting softwares, depending upon who you go and bank with. All right. So they're all different types of accounting softwares. You have QuickBooks for payroll. You have ADP as well for payroll. Like there's so many different payroll processors and tax preparers, and you can Google and you can compare payroll and you can Google that because that's a whole training within itself. And that can be something, now that you've asked that question, I can make sure that we have in like a training in the near future so we could break all that down. Okay. But there are plenty of apps out here. That question right there that you just asked, bloop, take it to Google and it will give you a list of them. Okay. Payroll processors, there's some that are friendly, like small business friendly as well. Okay. And also for your taxes, you want to have like an accounting software. That's the terminology. You want to make sure you have payroll software and accounting software. So Google those. What are the best payroll softwares and the best accounting softwares for small businesses located in, and then put your state so you can see what serves best. You can even get down to your city and state to see who serves best in those areas, because not all states like have payroll process and accounting softwares that serve like the same. So you want to make sure that you get down and Google who's the best for like your state, do your proper research, and again, get with your CPA or accountant as well in reference to that, because different accounting softwares offer different capabilities, and you want to make sure that you're using the best for where your business is at this stage of your business. Okay. So I know it sounds generic, but it has to be because you might be at a different phase in your business. All right, so y'all, it's been an hour. Thank you all so much for tuning in to the live. We'll post again when we're going live, and it's so good to be back. Thank you all so much and have a wonderful day.